What's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing, and I'm back at it with another boxing video. So, Bob Arum's opened a can of worms. Bob Arum's talking about Bud Crawford's next fight will be a big deal. It's a major, big fight, and it's gonna be on pay-per-view. Bob Arum has been talking like, he doesn't really want to promote Crawford anymore. So, I'm really wondering, what's this big fight that he's proposing for the man Tank Crawford next? You know what I mean? Will it be a letdown or will it be a major fight as he's advertising? The man Bob Arum is a promoter, so I'm just hoping this time he brings somebody worthy of really calling a big fight for the man Taz Crawford. You know what I mean? Because Taz Crawford has been lacking or fiending. He needs this major fight, whatever it is, pay-per-view. Depends on who the caliber of opponent is. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Bob Adams opened up a can of worms and has left a lot of people speculating on who this man will be fighting next. I'm very curious to find out. There's many people out there, many guys who are considered to be worthy and notable opponents to fight the man Bud Crawford next. Looks like the man Manny Pacquiao still wants 40 million to fight the man Bud Crawford. Pacquiao's been avoiding Bud since 2015, and I really highly doubt that that's the fight they're making next. I really don't see that one happening. Maybe he'll fight the likes of Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz called out Bud Crawford after his nice stoppage win on the man Maurice Hooker a couple weeks ago. And wants the man Bud Crawford. He seems like he wants Bud Crawford more than Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Oscar De La Hoya sent out a tweet to the man Bob Arum and Terrence Crawford the night that Virgil Ortiz beat Maurice Hooker, saying something to the effect of he he added Bud Crawford and said, "Bud Crawford, have Bob Arum call me," or something to that effect like that. Call him to make this Virgil Ortiz fight happen. Virgil Ortiz, 17 and those 17 KOs, 22 years old. Would Bud Crawford take that fight right about now? Is that a risky fight, considering that the man Bud Crawford's 33 years old? They might be biting off more than they can chew. I would love to see that fight right about now. Seems like the man Bud Crawford, when asked about that fight the night of, when Virgil Ortiz beat Maurice Hooker, he basically was saying, Virgil Ortiz needs to do more to get a title shot, and what he'll do to, but he didn't seem like bring it on, like, yeah, let's make this fight happen. I'm sure it'd be a massive fight over there in Texas or Oklahoma City. And is it Oklahoma City? No, I'm sorry, Omaha, Nebraska, where Bud Crawford's from. You know what I mean? Other opponents that might be out there. What about the PBC guys? Sean Porter, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. It might be one of the three. I more see them making a fight between Virgil Ortiz and Bud Crawford, or Keith Thurman. Maybe Sean Porter. Maybe Sean Porter. I made a video about a few weeks ago where the man Bud Crawford and Sean Porter were, basically talking back and forth on Twitter. You know what I mean? And the man Terrence Crawford told the man Porter, like, you're really trying me. Just be patient. Wait your turn. Something to the effect like that. I'm paraphrasing. But I do see either Sean Porter or Keith Thurman getting this opportunity to fight the man Bud Crawford. And it'll be a very necessary name that he needs on his resume. You know what I mean? Former world champion at 147. He beat the man Jeff Horn for the 147 WBO strap, but that was a while ago, and ever since then, the caliber of fighters he's been fighting, Jose Benavidez, Kavalauskas, uh, Kell Brook, a boiled down, drained Kell Brook. It hasn't been the most stellar names at 147. Amir Khan, I think that was on pay per view. Amir Khan's way past his prime. But Bud Crawford needs his name right now, and I'm really seeing this big, massive fight being either Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, then maybe Virgil Ortiz, maybe one of the PBC guys. I'll be shocked if it's the man Errol Spence. Maybe it's a Dennis Ugas unification. You never know. This was the day of when Ugas was elevated to WBC super champion at 147 pounds. I made a video saying this man needs, Bud Crawford needs you Dennis Ugas bad. He needs him right now for this unification. I'm not sure if they have a history from the amateurs. I can't quite remember, but this unification would actually put a little more leverage in Bud Crawford's um, negotiation tactics when it comes down to negotiation between Bud and Errol Spence. Both of them will have two straps apiece if Bud Crawford could get through the man, you Dennis Uga. So that's a fight right there. Might be the big, massive fight the man um, Bob Arab's talking about. Let's just not hope when he's talking about big, massive fight, it's the likes of, I don't know, Jesse Vargas or Josecito Lopez or somebody. But Crawford needs an elite name. He's 33 years old, and it's about time. You know what I mean? This is what the fans want. Beating one of these guys would really put more credibility into Bud's reign at 147 pounds. Be Marsh Boxing, let me know who y'all think Bud Crawford's going to fight. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, all right? I'm gone. Peace.